Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs of the Binding of Isaac, or to be more accurate, Northernlion's Vanilla Runs of the Binding of Isaac. I can't remember if I promised to do a challenge run this time. Let's random and see what happens here. I was just gonna say, maybe we'll play as Samson, but then I thought to myself, let's not do that because I hate him. But maybe this will turn out better than your average Samson run. But in any case, I'm doing a vanilla run here because I just spent like the entire morning setting up this new shock mount on my desk and mic arm so that hopefully keyboard noise is at the very least a little bit diminished. So again, you know, for the fourth time, if I sound a little bit different, I apologize. But this will probably, almost certainly, be the last kind of change in my voice. You know, it's been a lot of stuff. Me being sick, me moving into a new apartment, us setting up furniture in this new apartment so that it's not as echoey, and also we have a place to put books and magazines as if we even know how to read. We are almost done with this floor already. Rusted Key is going to be probably borderline useless for us, and Celtic Cross strikes me as probably the kind of thing that's going to be too little too late. That's the thing with Celtic Cross is, like, I feel like if you have an okay run already, Celtic Cross could at least keep you alive long enough to make it a little bit better, but its effect is kind of unreliable. I mean, it might actually be 100% reliable. It might be like every 4 hits you get invincibility, but I can't always, you know, time for me to get hit at those exact perfect opportunities, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we're playing as Samson. I would not be surprised if, you know, true to recent form, we ended up fucking up this run pretty early and then having to restart, in which case I would love to restart as a different character. But we did actually have a very successful run recently where we played as Judas in a vanilla run context. Sure, I guess we'll roll with the Anarchist Cookbook, which has been like the fucking soup du jour, the spacebar item du jour. That was probably the worst French pronunciation I've ever had, considering my last name is, you know, of Francophone ancestry. But yes, we have Anarchist Cookbook for like the 6th time in a row it has been offered to us, but for once we're actually able to make good use of it. We have Blue Famine. Blue Famine means hide out in the corner and try not to get hit, and, well, still get hit. Twice, in fact, and we will die in one more hit if I manage to be kind of a ding-dong about it. All for the pleasure, the privilege, if you will, of getting a single cube of meat that will likely never evolve into anything better. So let's just play it cool. I don't want to die now. As much as it seemed like I might have resigned myself to the fate already, this is actually by far the worst famine we could fight, not just because he's the most difficult, but also because he doesn't summon flies, which means we get no way to actually build up our rage. Please drop some, like a spirit heart when you die. That would be the most beneficial thing I could possibly imagine. Oh, it was kind of close there. Just don't be a hero. There we go. He actually dropped a red heart and a spirit heart, so we'll survive a little bit longer, but we are essentially leaving the first floor with 0 benefits. I mean, compared to where we were when we started the first floor. We got a cube of meat, which is, you know, whatever. And then we got Rusted Key, which is one of the most nebulous trinkets in the game. I find that it sometimes seems to have basically 0 effect, which is obviously unfortunate. I would love to use Anarchist Cookbook to open up that little area there. Spoonbender, again, this is like the most milquetoast upgrades we've gotten so far. Spoonbender is beneficial, slightly, probably. That's the best way that I can explain it, is that as far as I know, Spoonbender is a literal upgrade, but it's also not that great. Like, once you actually gain the ability to kind of plan for enemy patterns and aim your shots, it's not aiming your shots that's super difficult, it's actually dodging the enemy shots. So it doesn't really give me a huge benefit, I would say. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to drop Anarchist Cookbook here, hopefully get this chest and bomb, and we will for sure. And then I will use one of those... Ooh, we found the secret room by accident. And we got a pill, but I will use this other bomb to open up that tinted rock that we have back there. You know what, with 3 cents, we probably should play the slot machine just because, you know, we kind of need to swing for the fences here, if you will. If we were playing a late 90s to early 2000s baseball game, we would not be going for a contact swing at this point. We would be hitting the B button to swing for the fences, try to get a home run, David Ortiz, etc., etc. That may have not have even made sense to me because I am not really a baseball fan, but I have watched SportsCenter. Our pill is bad gas. I kind of expected that. Like, it's such a... I mean, I'm getting confirmation bias here, but doesn't it seem like we're getting, like, the most upgrades so far? Actually, you know, to our credit, or to the game's credit, Small Rock doesn't fit into that category. That's an item I like a lot, especially because... Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite damage upgrades because you don't actually need to beat a boss or go to an item room to get it. It's just like Tinted Rocks, you always know that there's like a 90% chance that you're going to get something useful, but when you get the most useful thing, you're like, oh, that was really nice, game, thank you very much. So, we are in a little bit of a better position. As Samson, you know, health is a big concern, and as is base damage, especially because, you know, with Bloody Lust, the better your base damage is, the better your kind of killing power is. I mean, that's true for any character, But with a character like Samson, I think it's especially true, because you really need high base damage in order to kind of get a foothold in rooms. Usually, you know, he's like a hard carry in Dota or something like that. He starts out pretty weak, but, you know, on an individual room-to-room basis, but as he plays more and more, as the room goes on longer and longer, it becomes much stronger relative to the enemy. So we gotta try to get him some farm, we gotta get him some good items. Prepare for some more Dota 2 references as I've gotten back into that game in a big way, thanks to Kate, Green, Ohm, Josh, Nick, and Alpaca Patrol. Anyway, this should be Attack Fly. It is a single bomb, so that was kind of disappointing for me. We have already been to the item room, so I guess we're just kind of looking out for the boss room here. There's our shop. Unfortunately, some ding-dong made me spend 3 cents on the shop earlier, so I actually am not able to go to it and make anything useful happen. Not that we really need it right away. Map or compass would obviously be awesome as we get closer to the late game, and battery 9-volt, Nun's Habit, are totally useless since we're saddled here with one of the, you know, lesser spacebar items in the game. I wouldn't necessarily say that Anarchist Cookbook is the worst spacebar item in the game. That would have to go to Poop or Lemon Mishap. I dodged straight into that one. That's embarrassing. But we should at least get an attribute upgrade here, which is a nice change of pace after that cube of meat. Oh, well, there's damage to me. That did kill both of them, though, and we did earn a deal with the devil. Sadly, we only got the crate, which is, like, well, definitely not what I was looking for. Let's put it that way. Emperor card, something we can save till the end of the game. Samson's Lock, certainly better than Rusted Key. Health up, health up, health up. Speed up, that's alright, too. Now let's see what we get here. I was really hoping for a 1-heart mom's knife. If we take the 2-heart nail, shit, man. Let's try it. That obviously it's gonna take us down to 0 health, but then we'll roll on 1 spirit heart. And it's gonna be very interesting to see how this works out for us. This is basically, you know, talk about swinging for the fucking fences. This is it right here. Homing shot actually might be kind of valuable in this room, so I take it back. Basically, now we want to augment our nails so we get as many charges on it as possible. We absolutely cannot afford to get hit basically at all, which is unrealistic, but borderline essential as well. I should really have like a dodging pattern for this room, considering, you know, how many times I've gone through it and gotten hit. Good thing about this room, though, is there are these rocks all around me, so I should be able to kind of hide behind them as is necessary. Just fire some shots in here. If I can kill one of them, I would love to. So for the next, like, you know, 10, 15 minutes, I imagine... Oh my god, thank you, Cube of Meat. For the next 10 or 15 minutes, I imagine things are going to be pretty harrowing. And then at that point, we will have either turned things around, or it'll be beyond redemption, essentially. It shouldn't be impossible, because we could get a Cube of Meat, or sorry, not a Cube of Meat, I mean, okay, Cube of Meat wouldn't be horrible. We could get an HP upgrade on this floor, maybe a couple of HP upgrades on this floor, and then, you know, this nail thing is more of a bonus rather than, like, our dialysis machine that keeps us fucking alive. We don't need that, yeah, I mean, on the bright side, here's the thing. If we hadn't been on the caves, we probably would be dead already if we were on the catacombs. So, these rooms are easy enough that I don't feel too scared, but it could easily kind of go wrong. The fact, Small Rock allowed us to one-shot these flies, which might actually be more valuable than you could possibly imagine. They are dead. We get another bomb. We can go to the item room. Please be... Oh my god, Yumheart is actually fucking trash here. Mostly, I'm kind of okay with Yumheart in certain situations. Obviously, it's not going to be our main go-to here. And you know what? I'm actually thinking that Guppy's Paw, even though... well, the Guppy's Paw thing would have been an interesting situation, because we would have had 0 health, so any hit would have killed us. But every HP upgrade that... Oh, this is not good. Just don't die on this room. Every HP upgrade that we got would represent 3 more Spirit Hearts. Would that be more valuable? I don't know, because I just don't know at all. Let's not pretend like I do. So I'm just gonna walk around here. Actually, using the nail on this room is a smart idea. I don't have to use a bomb to open this treasure chest. Should be able to dodge these guys effectively by opening up the room a little bit. Alright, that feels good. Our chest contains a single half red heart, which is obviously not really exactly what I'm looking for by any stretch of the fucking imagination. We will... Come on, can I get like some spirit heart drops now? Obviously the miter and the relic are big on my to-do list here. Let's see what we get from our for our boss room here, assuming I actually managed to defeat the room, which is something that is, you know, up in the air. This is the slow version of Chubb. Luckily, he's created some silkworms, so I can at least get, like, a range, or sorry, a damage upgrade or 2. These nubs actually will allow us to also get some damage up, which is good. I don't want to waste any bombs if I don't have to, because, you know, what if we come across 5 tinted rocks on the next floor? I obviously want to make sure that I'm going to all of those, because those spirit hearts are basically the fucking life giver right now. We still can't really go to the shop. I think there are other rooms I might want to go to on this floor, though, just to, you know, build up this nail charge as much as possible. It's the little things that get you in the end, man. And we got to make sure that we are getting as many little charges on this nail as possible. So, a couple more hits here. There we go. We got... Okay, that's actually really, really good with respect to the items that we got for beating this boss. We got Samson's Lock. Well, we already had Samson's Lock, but we have a Tears upgrade, and we got 3 Spirit Hearts, which is abnormal, shall we say. Maybe we've already explored everything on this floor. In which case, I guess it's time for us to go down, and we're almost at the point where I'd be like, you know what? Let's just not pick up HP upgrades. Let's ride it out, and we'll go permanent invincibility. Whore of Babylon's unlikely, but would be beautiful, obviously. But we'll see. Spider Butt, not as good as the Nail. We're getting a lot of not great spacebar items in our item rooms. 2 more keys. Well, that at least keeps us at, you know, net 0 with respect to keys, which is great. As opposed to being down 1 or even down 2 if that golden chest ended up being garbage. Now, it's unfortunate that we're not getting more money. I should probably look for the secret room. But, you know, there's so many items in the shop that would be beneficial for us. Mom's Purse, obviously, to allow us to take Samson's Lock with us. Map and Compass, and anything that allows us to get more nail charges. In fact, that should probably be our #1 priority, as opposed to effing around with our, item rooms here. Maybe focus more on the shops. And, you know, in focusing on the shops, go to the secret rooms as well. We'll see, man. We shall see. There's our shop. Oh, actually, that's a library. Is it worth a key to possibly have like a 1 in 2 chance of getting a Spirit Heart? Well, it's like a 1 in 1.5 chance, like a 2 in 3 chance. That doesn't really make sense. Like a 3 in 2 chance? I don't know Vegas odds. Of getting like a Book of Sin or a Book of Revelations. We got Book of Sin at least. Please give me a Spirit Heart. As a pill, the pill is Balls of Steel. The pill is Bad Trip. Wow, that is awful, actually. Yeah, that was absolutely garbage for us. At least we're only 1 room away from getting our next Spirit Heart by way of the Nail, but still, man, that hurts. No 2 ways about that. We're gonna get out of here as fast as we possibly can. These silkworms are annoying, but I will be getting some crazy damage on them as time goes on. Finally, I found myself in a position where I've kind of not really aggroed 4 of them at once. If I had to guess, secret room maybe to our left on this room, and you know what? Why not take the fucking pill, man? You never know what's gonna happen here. That is not our secret room, so I continue to hemorrhage bombs, and there are no tinted rocks around me. This pill is Balls of Steel. Puberty, it's worthless! Well, you know, everybody's got to go through it once, I guess. Made us look a little funky here, especially with our bugged out eyes. We are definitely going to use the Nail on this room. So, turrets, ideally, go first. I can't believe I got hit there. I was, like, standing perfectly still because I thought my dodging, or, like, my positioning was okay. Alright, it should have been hit there, but was not, so that's good. We're at 4 Spirit Hearts, which is certainly, well, you know, it's better than we started the last floor at. That is for damn sure. A couple more shots in here. Where the fuck is the secret room, man? This is a big floor. Unfortunately, okay, so, you know, create as many flies as you want. It's only hurting you in the end, because I will get stronger every single time. We are now at 7 cents, which means the, shop is viable potentially. Inside we find greed. This is not necessarily terrible. This means that we will be able to definitely go to the shop on the next floor. Whether we get money or the Steam sale, I don't think you can drop the quarter. I think only Super Greed can drop the quarter. That's bad dodging on my part. Fuck this dude, right? Am I right? Greed's kind of a dick. Can I just land like 1 more shot? 2 more shots? Thank you very much. Okay, we got a key. And enough money to put us at 12 cents, which is not quite enough to be financially, you know, independent or salient. Can we be here? Yes, okay, there's our secret room. And it's got 3 cents, that's exactly as much as we needed, to quote the cars. Maybe we'll go down to the left here, because that's the only way that I see good things happening. We might have the Nail for the boss fight. Indeed we will. Which is a little fortuitous, gives us a little bit of extra damage. It's not the, you know, great... Oh no, we'll have the Nail after the boss fight. Alright, and you know what? It's actually a good thing long term that we're fighting Pestilence right now, because it means that, you know, the 3rd level Cuban meat is a definite possibility, which means we don't have to worry so much about losing Samson's Lock or, like, our base damage being a little lower than maybe we'd like it to, because, you know, that 3rd level cube of meat will do crowd control and get fat as hell and do real damage, which will build up our rage. But, you know, short-term, obviously, there are other enemies that I would rather be fighting right now to possibly get attribute upgrades. But 2nd level cube of meat, it's not the end of the world. Really, we're just flying by the nail right here. If we didn't have the nail, we would be, you know, population, or fucktown population, Northernlion, and 2nd level cube of meat. But, you know, there's still always a chance here. We just really need, we need someone to help us out here. We need a good deal with the devil for spirit hearts, maybe for a mom's knife or something. We need a deal with the angel to give us, like, sacred heart, or ideally, actually, fuck sacred heart. Give me the relic or the mitre instead. You're not going to give me sacred heart anyway, so it's not like I just jinxed myself. Okay, greed heads, you are the fucking worst. It's okay, though. We have enough keys to go shop and item room here, so I'm not sweating it too much. We did lose a cent on this room, which I'm not psyched about. Oh, God, that heart was the only thing keeping me alive. See, this is what I meant when I said if we didn't get the caves on that first floor when we had only 1 spirit heart of life, we would probably already be dead. That's where we are right now. Being on Necropolis scares the shit out of me. And the homing tears don't home enough! Also, we haven't had really any boss trap rooms, which means that we're missing out on a big benefit of having pure spirit hearts. I don't necessarily want to jump into that room right away, or this room, which would probably cause us to kill ourselves. I want to find the item room of the shop as soon as possible, actually. That is my ideal setup. Particularly the shop, because good lord, would a battery or a 9-volt or a nun's habit save our lives right now. It's a combination I haven't used in a long time, but nun's habit nail is the best combination, man, especially for the early floors, because it basically means we will have the nail for the oh my fucking god, we will have the nail for the boss fight this time. But nun's habit nail, obviously, you take a half spirit heart of damage, and then you get a half spirit heart effectively in spacebar item charges. So, worst case scenario, you break even on health. Now, are we gonna do this? I think this is in our best interest to go fight the boss right away and then just leave. So we're gonna see who we get. It is Ward. This is really good if we live. If we don't live, this is terrible. Just, yeah, hit him a little bit. And I am getting hit way more than I should. But I'm also doing damage. Presumably, anyway. That's what the health bar tells me. Oh my god, you knocked him right into me, you ding-dong! Okay, now he's gonna chase us. We're not that fast. We're not that fast. Why did he get in this state so early? This is really scary. Oh my god, cube of meat, save my life. Go, go, go. Okay, we're alive. We got a 3rd level cube of meat. Do I want to go in this deal with the devil? We might end up fighting Krampus. What can I do here? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This sounds really silly. I've got to take 9 lives though, right? It can't kill us because we'll just spawn with 8 lives. If I just try to make my way out of here, I'm gonna die. Half a spirit heart in 5 rooms until the nail charges again. So I gotta try. If I die, I apologize. This is our only way out of this hellish situation though. Alright, it worked! And somehow we actually got a red heart out of that, so we can get back to 1 red heart. I think that was a smart idea. That was one of the very few cases, I think, in my Isaac life where I really feel like we made a good decision picking up 9 lives. It might not save us. It might not save our lives. But at the very least, it's going to allow us to continue playing the game. Whereas if I just had 1 spirit heart, we'd be dead so quickly. There's effectively, like, nintupled. No, it's not. Non-tupled? I'm trying to remember what 9 is in, like, Greek mathematical prefixes. You know, octupled would be 8, but I think it's non-tupled. Anyway, yeah, we like non-tupled our health there, effectively. Of course, we didn't get 9 hearts, because that would have been that would have been a no-brainer. But we did get 9 hearts effectively, spread out 1 at a time, in probably a manner that will end up annoying me, but at the very least was a very smart tactical decision to keep me alive a little while longer. And plus, let's not forget, now we have this 3rd level cube of meat. That's fucking dope. This guy's gonna be able to murder some dudes for us, build up our rage damage, and you know, we're a lot stronger than we were when we entered this floor. We're a little bit less hardy than we were when we entered the floor, but I guess you can't always get what you want. We do have a crack at the 4th level Meat Boy as well, which would be beautiful for us, probably, if I had to guess. Now, we might die on this room. I would rather kill the enemies and then die afterwards, so we didn't have to go through it again. And, you know, there's always the chance that one room that's just a little bit too tough could seriously just straight up ruin our run. If we die on it like 9 times in a row, which is not outside of the realm of possibility, even though it sounds really silly. Our item room is speed and range. That is indeed speed plus range. Not the best upgrade we could possibly hope for, but it's something. We are still looking for our shop as well. Obviously, at this point, I'm kind of thinking HP upgrades would be something that would be right up my alley. Every single bomb here is going to kill me, right? So I should, okay, well, that's not good. Meat Boy, do damage, please. Don't let me stop you. Don't be polite on account of me, Meat Boy. Oh, speed plus range might have actually saved my life there, and maybe there as well. Hey, there we go. We're still alive, and we can actually pop the nail on the next room. Which we will. Oh my god, and then immediately lose a little bit of health. But we lost it in a weird way, which might actually allow us to stay alive longer, because we have 1 heart and 1 spirit heart. I'm not sure if it works like that, but if it does, you know, whatever. Continue moving onwards. Finally, we have encountered our shop. Our shop contains Nun's Habit. All is well in the world of Northernlion, or all is better, at least. We're gonna have at least 1 floor where we can't lose health as long as I'm playing effectively, mathematically effectively. And we are certainly not in a good position, but we're in a much better position, I think, than we were when we started this. Certainly a much weirder position. Oh, okay, I managed to not touch the spikes there, which, to be quite honest with you, was a remarkable surprise for me. We're on the depths part 2. It's not the fucking necropolis. Somebody up there likes me. Let's not disappoint them. We've really got to make some big swings on this floor. Not to mention, I would fucking be overjoyed. There's Nun's Habit really helping us out there. I would be overjoyed if I could get to 15 cents and buy another item from the shop. Oh, I really thought we were going to get out of there. It's okay, though. Remember, the spirit heart that we're floating is essentially, you know, free money. So we'll walk into it. There's another key there. Seems like I'd be silly if I didn't open up this golden chest and get a damage upgrade. Alright. I'm pretty sure once we get down to the womb, our life is going to be over. Or our lives are going to be over in no time flat. But for now, everything's going okay. If we just stay on the depths part 2 forever, we can never die, man. Immortality, it's a trip. Now, Meat Boy, don't be a ding-dong. Is this bad trip? A bad gas, okay, kind of confused there. We're just gonna drop that bad gas pill, hopefully kill an angel fetus. I obviously want to stick with that Emperor card, because it might end up being the only thing that saves our lives a little later. So, I'm gonna check out this room. Just checking to see if there was an item in there, and the blue spike has disappeared, so no skin off my testes. Why don't we check out what we have going on in here? Or around this way, I suppose, would be a more accurate way of explaining what the heck I'm trying to talk about here. So on our right side we have double. If you look on the right side of the bus right now, you will see double abominations against the Lord above, Nicolas Cage, and all of his creatures. If you look on the left, you will see a creature that previously had a neck and a body, but now just became an invisible neck attached to another body. That was very strange. I guess I should pop this right away. And by popping the nail, his neck disconnected from his body, much in the way a doctor slices an umbilical cord off of a newly born baby. Chocolate milk? Chocolate milk. I don't think that this will help me kill. Anyway, that's not really the best rhyme that could have been done there. Chocolate milk is like, again, dubious items, man. That's what I should name this run. Dubious items is like a pretty good descriptor for a lot of the stuff that we've gotten. I mean, Steven, obviously, 3rd level Meat Boy, that's beautiful. Homing Tears, and Anarchist Cookbook, and, you know, 9 lives. We're getting a lot of items that I don't traditionally really like. Oh, man. Or not like, but value is maybe a better way to put it. See, the problem with chocolate milk is I don't want to mash on my keyboard constantly to shoot, and I don't really think it's going to benefit us all that much. So we've already been to our item room. Our item rooms have been largely pretty trashy so far. There is a Tinted Rock. Beautiful. It gave us a single key. A little less beautiful, sadly. And I'm really psyched to go down to the Womb Part 1 for the opportunity to possibly get a 4th level Meat Boy. Which basically means that if I could pick up an item that gave me the ability to fly, I might just be able to beat the game by hiding, which is one of my greatest attributes in life, for sure. Greatest skills, maybe, is a better way to put it. You know what? I actually should get hit on this room. Oh, no, that took a whole spirit heart. Alright, so not really a huge loss there, because I still ended up, you know, having functionally the same amount of health. I did lose like half of a spirit heart functionally by way of the the charges effectively. But anyway, we're fine, we're fine. Never fear yet. Although things could turn for the worst fairly quickly. Now, we're just gonna keep this up. Drop a couple of fat, bloody tears on this dude. Fat, bloody tears, you make the rockin' basement go annoying. Anyway, we're not in the basement, we're in the depths. Oh, I took the speed up, but I should definitely go back and get that. Did these guys do one? This is the problem, is that I want to take damage here to get the spirit heart, or to get the nail charged up for the boss room, because I might need it, honestly. Oh, well, there we go. And then I took immediately more damage because I'm a big idiot. I guess it doesn't matter, because if I get hit by Mom, I'll be okay, because I will just continue to get health every single time. So I should not die here. It should be borderline impossible for me to fail. Right now, long term, we could be in a terrible position. I didn't even go to the shop on this floor because I didn't have the money. Might have been worth it, I guess. I don't know, just in case. But we did get Nun's Habit, which is awesome. I kind of don't even mind taking damage because then, you know, I can just walk into these guys and do a little extra damage. It's gonna be a long-ish fight though, even though we are building rage here. Remember, we are gonna have to get rid of Samson's lock here because we were unlucky enough to never pick up the Mom's purse. Unfortunately, there we go. Get another spirit heart up there. All right. One more hit, I guess, from the... Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, from, like, a greed head or something that didn't do one full heart of damage. And this should do it right... Oh, we should take one more hit. Summon a fly or something. Yes. Alright, there we go. Just tactical damage. I kind of botched it a little bit at the end, but we still got some spirit hearts. And the pills! Oh, Lord. The pills could be a huge lifesaver here. Pill 1, bad trip. Pill 2, speed up. We'll take it. Pill 3, I found pills. Pill 4, question mark. It all lies on this question mark. It teleported us into the secret room where we fight Super Greed. This actually might be great. Hear me out here. If we get money, like the quarter or a Steam sale or something, we may actually, now that we've teleported out, I wish we didn't, but now that we've teleported out, we might be able to get something from the shop that could potentially make a big swing in our run. It's unlikely, but it's certainly possible. Let's see what he drops when he's dead. Oh, we should maybe try to kill him last. Well, he didn't really drop a ton of money, especially knowing that there's no secret room, or we're in the secret room right now. We might as well go to the shop, though, with 9 cents. It's possible that engendered a big swing. Well, the map is there. Sadly, we can't really buy, but we can buy a spirit heart, so that's pretty good as well. Now, long-term chances. I mean, we still have 9 lives. That's a lot. I don't necessarily think we have the best chance of victory, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Maybe. So, let's go back down here. We definitely want to make sure we're taking this Emperor card with us. Oh, we also have a deal with the devil. Oh my god, if this is Mom's knife, I would actually be stoked. Here's the thing. We should take one of these items, because permanent Polaroid invincibility is more valuable than the red heart right now. They're both not great. I'm gonna go with Guppy's Tail in the hopes... Oh, and it also gave me a nail charge. I'm gonna go with Guppy's Tail in the hopes that it, allows me to get more golden chests, which maybe give me more attribute upgrades or something. Particularly, you know, damage, range, speed, because I actually don't want HP upgrades now. Down to the next floor. Let's make it happen. We are getting some kind of pink glitch here, which is always unfortunate, but, you know, it'll be okay in the end. I certainly hope so, anyway. By the way, feel free to let me know how I sound on the mounts here. If it's bad, well, I still have my old mic stand, but I think it should at least curtail a little bit the keyboard vibration, especially when using Audacity's noise removal filter. Anyway, I'm not going to get into audiophile nerd talk, largely because I'm not a true audiophile nerd, and I don't want to pose for you guys. Yes, anyway, let me know if it's an improvement or if I sound like Big Ding Dong or something right now. All of these changes are reversible, but I make them all in the hopes of, you know, improving the experience of the end Northernlion viewer, if you will. And of course, you know, as soon as I bought the mount, it, like, didn't work, so I had to MacGyver a solution. And I tweeted about it, and somebody was like, your keyboard noise wasn't even that bad, man. Everyone's just trolling you. Well, fuck you, everybody. That is Book of Revelations. That is worth a key to get a spirit heart any day of the effing week. Please tell me we find the boss room soon. That is not the boss room, but it is a chest which might contain spirit hearts, and great life-saving, well, the key is actually pretty valuable, because we do have Guppy's Tail now. We're gonna head up and to the right, and hopefully on the right we will find ourselves the boss room, because I really don't think I can survive on this floor as long as the game might need me to. We are gonna get an item here, of course. Who do I want to fight on this floor? For once, You know, the Northernlion joke, I guess, is I'll fight anybody but death. On this floor, death is the only motherfucker I want to fight. So we're gonna come through here, and we've reached another dead end. But it was a dead end with a, oh, come on, where are you? Just stand still. It's a dead end with a, mob trap room. Could be something. That is, bombs and money, which is not necessarily the most exciting series of upgrades in the world. Oh, yeah, you think I'm gonna trade in the nail for teleport? You got another thing coming. Rest in peace, Jeff Hanneman. Now that's me posing. I am not necessarily not a fan of Judas Priest, but the only reason I know of them really that well is because my housemate in university was like big into Judas Priest, and he downloaded the entire Screaming for Vengeance album for Rock Band, and those songs were a lot of fun to play. So now I have an encyclopedic knowledge of the ins and outs of exactly one Judas Priest album, and nothing else. Anyway, it's always sad regardless. No, that's not gonna do anything for us if we play that blood bank. If we'd gotten a blood bank on an earlier floor, it could have done something for us. Thank you, by the way, Celtic Cross, for giving me a surprising amount of invincibility over the course of the past few minutes, I would say at least. Yes, you know what? Why don't we use a nail and save a bomb here? Tammy said we don't want it. Alright, well now we have to use a bomb regardless. I'm blowing through these keys. Oh my god, Meat Boy, I am gonna hurt you real bad. I'm blowing through these keys in the hopes that we get good items. Unfortunately, that HP upgrade is not something we want, so maybe I should be saving these keys for the chest, but at the same time, chest ain't coming. Pretty sure we're in a situation where, you know, we need to think about our short-term success in order to give ourselves the best chance of actually making it to the long term. Because we're in a... Oh, I can't even open that. We're in a very rough spot. It's death! Oh my god, okay, we are going to get 4th level Meat Boy. Robert Downey Jr.JPEG survived. This is all we have to do here. Meat Boy, start eating this man's face! Become the Florida zombie! Seriously, okay. Now he's gonna start, he's gonna enter phase 2 soon. Phase 2, a used clothing store in my hometown, but also the most important phase of my master plan to get 4th level Meat Boy. Ah! Alright, well now we use the nail and we get a spirit heart back anyway, so no big loss. There we go, he's dead. Now we get the horse. Oh, it worked! And we get to deal with the devil. Okay, how am I gonna swing this? We have 4th level Meat Boy, that's beautiful. We have Krampus, he can S on a D, and then get the C in his M, if you ask me. Doesn't bother me, maybe it'll give him an STD. Well, that acronym actually makes sense. So the humor is somewhat lost. Anyway, just hide it out here. The less he shoots lasers, the better it is for me. Meat Boy's doing some chewing. Getting 4th level Meat Boy kind of randomly or naturally is very rare, by the way. You probably don't need me to tell you that, but it's only happened maybe a dozen times in 500 and something videos. So, you know, a dozen seems like a lot until you realize that is what, like 1/40th of the amount of Isaac episodes I've made? Less, actually, like 1/45th maybe, I don't know. It gets into weird mental arithmetic at that point, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So if we beat Mom's heart, I mean, I'll classify this as a successful run considering how badly things started. I mean, there was a big swath of time when I was playing this, when I was fairly confident that death was around the corner, and to a certain extent, I've never... Oh, there's a golden chest for us. I've never really been able to escape that. Please give me an attack fly. That would be awesome. Well, okay. Our golden chest contains money, which is a waste, and now we are totally out of keys, which is disappointing. Disappointing! Okay, we made it out. Thank you, Kevin Sorbo, for the most versatile quote of all time. Wait a minute. This is my world. Anyway, you know it. If you don't know it, go look it up. Kevin Sorbo. Oh, man. I just had a great news flash. After Shackleton ER hits it big, I'm going to start a... I'm going to call up Kevin Sorbo because we're big friends. We worked together on the Andromeda set when I was 8. I'm going to call him up and I'm going to be like, Kevin, baby, I've got a great business idea for you. It's a series of ice cream and sherbet restaurants with your face on it, and it's going to be called Kevin Sorbet. Think about it. Would you go, especially if he was like there now and then, or if like his face was on the wall and he's like, I'm Kevin Sorbo and this is Kevin Sorbet. Those would be great commercials. They write themselves. Yeah, hello sharks, my name is Ryan Laterno. I've come up with a great idea. No, Kevin Sorbo's not involved yet. Could you please not be so angry to me? I have a wife and kids at home. It's actually not true. Kids, but no wife. Actually, probably shouldn't say things like that. That was an accident. Also, I don't actually have kids. It's nothing to laugh about, man. We are going to get double nail charge. Well, double spirit heart anyway at the end of this room. Thank you, 4th level Meat Boy. Just a little bit slower than the enemies, but that's alright, man. Not everybody can be Donovan Bailey, you know? Usain Bolt, who's the fastest man in the world now? Besides me, because they banned me from the Olympics. Because my testicles produce performance-enhancing drugs of their own independently. It's a damn shame, man. The IOC's all fucking politics. Anyway. Let's move right, down, right. Downright lost is what I am. But remember, we have this Emperor card. We beat Mom. We all of a sudden pop this Emperor card, get to the... Oh, I don't like this. Meat Boy. Just Meat Boy, thank you. We pop this Emperor card, we fight Isaac, maybe we beat him, we don't get any extra items on the chest, which is actually really bad, but, we're not in an awful state. The thing I'm most concerned about, as you might anticipate, is this idea, seriously, this guy just didn't pop up for like 10 minutes, is this idea that I'm gonna just die 9 times, Bill Murray in Groundhog Day style, against, Isaac, or Blue Baby, for that matter. I think that's something that's definitely within the realm of possibility, but even, you know, getting to them, it's like they say at the Oscars, it's an honor just to be nominated. Fuck that, dude, it's an honor just to be in, like, a Hollywood film, if you ask me. I mean, well, nobody's asking me. But yeah, sure, it's an honor to be fucking nominated. It's an honor to make, like, $10 million being in a movie as well. Someone's obviously very proud of your accomplishments and abilities as an actor. But yeah, it would be an honor for me just... Guts hurt me? It would be an honor for me to, you know, just be able to, I probably should have saved the nail, but whatever. It would be an honor for me just to be able to die to Blue Baby, if you will. And, you know, a lesser honor, but still an honor nonetheless to be able to die to Isaac. This has been a surprising, you know, and to a certain extent, you laugh all you want, but it was a little bit of ingenuity on my part that made this a possibility. Getting the 9 lives was a very smart tactical decision. That I can't always be relied on to make. Now, 4th level Isaac is going to be a pain in the dick here when it comes to these bombs that I'm going to throw in. Almost to the point where I feel like bombs might not even be worth my fucking time. I wish I had the battery here, man. Because he's just going to kick these bombs out of the way for the most part, if I don't shoot them out of the way, you know, credit where credit's due. Eat some zombies. Well, you did okay. You did alright, kid, but next time I'm hoping for something maybe a little bit stronger. I wish I could get speed upgrades and give them to Isaac at this point, because I don't want any more for myself, but I would love if he... Oh! Isaac! That was Meat Boy, not Isaac, sorry. I would love if he was just a little bit faster. All things told, this boss fight's gone okay. Yeah, Meat Boy takes out these flies, then I have basically 0 fears moving forward, except for maybe getting hit by a Renegade Bomb. The Duke of Flies will just explode. We get a Spirit Heart randomly for finishing the fight, which is huge. Bad trip. Not useful at all. We go up, and now we fight Isaac, and we could make this happen. Especially, you know, we basically have the wafer by way of the nail. Because we're only going to take half damage. It's basically like a wafer that also, gives us, what was I going to say? That gives us extra damage, which is awesome. Not to mention this permanent invincibility from the Polaroid, and I guess Celtic Cross as well. Let's drop a fatty B in there. There we go, we've taken damage, now we pop the nail. We get up in his grill. We get a Spirit Heart back for the 2 that we lost. I'm not saying this is a foregone conclusion that we're going to win here. But it's certainly, it's better chances than I have any right to have at this point, I feel. So sadly, Celtic Cross did not proc there. Oh, it did, but I didn't see it because of the glitch with the invincibility being invisible. Hard sentence to say, as you might expect. We are on 3rd phase of Isaac. 1 more hit keeps me at the same equilibrium with the amount of health that we have right now. And Isaac is not shooting all that often. I wonder if 4th level Meat Boy somehow scrambles his brain so he doesn't actually, you know, fire when I'm shooting at him. Or when Meat Boy's chewing on him. If so, weird. Can't tell if I have invincibility right now. He's dead! We're gonna make it to the chest, and that is goddamn baffling how we made that happen. Now, I guess we look for keys on our... Oh, that was a weird little spawn in there. Yeah, I guess we look for keys on our way. Remember, we are Samson, so, you know, these fights should be pretty easy, considering we're going to get a ton of extra damage by way of these enemies that Gertie is creating. Obviously, I would love to amass a few Spirit Hearts before we get onto that Blue Baby fight. I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility for us to succeed, though. Which, again, way better than I expected. Alright, we're fighting Gertie again, but it's going to be Gertie that can actually shoot bullets, which is going to make this take a little bit longer, although I think it's also Gertie that doesn't have as much health. So maybe it won't take much longer at all. Just keep swinging back and forth here. Describes my parents' Saturday nights. You are dead, I assume. Thank you. Keys! Give me keys! We got so many opportunities for good keys. Alright, I'm popping my nail as you might explode. That was kind of close. These guys are fast, so, you know, if we live in a fair and just world, they should have fairly low HP, which is kind of how this is seeming so far. Yes. Oh, there we go. I just walked into him and he died somehow. Bomb didn't really do too much, but that's okay. Meat boy, eat him! Eat your dinner! I can't believe that this has been a 40-minute run where I have been, like, at death's door almost the entire time, at least by my estimation. Alright, we've reached a dead end, but it's a good dead end because this is a very easy boss to be or series of bosses to be fighting, even though I just barely dodged the fucking moon there. Thank you, meat boy. Finish him off. Ah! Alright, well, we'll kill Pestilence easily, presumably. I'm like super. I got hit there? I thought I still had invincibility. Okay, don't die on this room. That would be embarrassing. By the same token, could the game be nice enough to give me some fucking keys? We have 5 golden chests here. All I want to do is have some fun, and I got a feeling I'm not the only one, Isaac, so if you could hook me up, or Troll Engine, I guess not Isaac, but if you could hook me up here, I would be super psyched to open these golden chests for you, as if they were, you know, treasures of the magnificent Amanita in Dota 2. Alright, well, I don't have any red hearts, so I can't do anything. I'm pretty confident that we're going to die 9 times against Blue Baby, if not earlier. Maybe 6 times against Blue Baby, 3 times earlier. Depends on how lucky we get. Remember, every hit here gives us a little bit of extra health as well. Stand still, do some damage. Drop a bomb trap! Oh, this mother effer trapped me in the corner, and now I'm real scared. Meat boy, you can do it. Give me the bombs. I don't really need them, but I'll take them. Okay, key. Mom's bottle of pills. Bombs are key. Telepills? I don't need you. Well, let's see what you do. Oh, you're taking me to the secret room, which contains a troll bomb. Thank you very much. Okay, well, obviously I want to go back and get the nail. If I left without that... Oh, well, okay, that's our first death, but it is definitely a silly death, I'll give you that. And now we don't have permanent invincibility due to the Polaroid. So our death is all but guaranteed, I would say. Unless I come across a random Guppy's Paw at some point. You gotta admit, though, you know, for the fact that I may have screwed myself with the series of, with the items that I took, at least we know this is a dead end now. Despite the fact that I might have screwed myself by taking, you know, 9 lives and those deals with the devil, I'm pretty sure that's also the only thing that has allowed us to survive as long as we have with the shitty items that we have. Sorry, Meat Boy. You honestly accept it. Everybody but Meat Boy, or every item but Meat Boy here, has been dubious at best, is maybe a polite way to put it. That bomb should help me out a great deal. We get a Spirit Heart when we finish this room. I just want, mostly like every room that we finish is a big milestone, because obviously you've got to finish the room in order to be able to move on. Otherwise you're just going to end up like repeating yourself constantly by way of the 9 lives. So every room that we finish is a big deal, legitimately. I kind of want to keep this Pestilence alive so that he can do more damage to the Famine, but whatever, he's going to die in a second too. We found our boss room, so we are at the very least almost certainly going to get to Blue Baby. Now, we do need to have a miraculous run. Depends how much health I have going in, I think. In fact, we might want to finish this room and then do another room just to get our nail charge up. Otherwise, it's kind of like a waste. I know that seems silly, and it's inherently very risky, I'll admit. I think it's our best option, though, so let's murder this guy. Oh my god, I played chicken with him when I really should not have. I know this seems very silly. I think it's in our best interest to get 1 nail charge before we go in. I would rather not fight double Super Sloth, but if we have to, we have to. Worst case scenario, we die, and then we only have the privilege of dying 6 times against Blue Baby, right? There we go. Okay. So that's gonna be the way that it's gonna be. We're gonna go in there, pop our nail, and, fuck, dude, try to make it happen. If we get Celtic Cross to proc halfway through our charge, that would be an enormous boon to us for sure. I should definitely pop a nail so I don't just die in one hit. There we go. There's Celtic Cross actually helping us out a lot, I think. Maybe. But one more hit will definitely kill us. There we go. Alright, but we did get another nail charge. At least we're going to have a Spirit Heart to go every single time. 5 lives left now. Pop it. Okay, I popped it at exactly the right time. Very luckily. And all we gotta do is become all of a sudden the world's best dodger and Jamestown player. Jamestown player, doesn't that sound like an old R&B or soul album or something? Anyway. I'm Otis Redding and this is Jamestown player. That is not a good Otis Redding impression. We got to the second phase of Blue Baby. That is a win, man. Every small victory counts at this point. And, you know, we're not even close to the 3rd phase yet, so let's not even talk about it. That one should have killed me. That one did kill me. Alright, here we go again on our own. Going down the only road I actually have the opportunity to go down at this point. Drop a fat bomb in there, pop the nail, and get hit immediately. So, you know, what else is new? Business as usual, I suppose. Now, the last one was really long, so I expect this one to be kind of short. Keep it going up. Also, the rule I use for my sex life. You just dodge back and forth. Just dodging back and forth like a Dismemberment Plan song, but it wasn't really helping me out. We got 3 lives left. Sounds like a... Oh, well, okay, we've got 2 lives left. That was a bad play on my part, I would say. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to get... Oh, the bomb was still there. That's really lucky. Alright, now, Meat Boy, you got to get in there, obviously. For once, I didn't take damage right at the start of the boss fight, which is, you know, hopefully going to translate into a beautiful success for us here. Just keep dodging. Oh, there's 1 hit. Okay, and Celtic Cross didn't proc, so I can't get close to him again. We're on our last life, I believe. It's been fun, guys. I had a really good time with this run, but I doubt, sincerely, we're going to be able to make this work. I'm trying. You know, you're watching me. I'm doing my best to make it happen, but 1 more hit will be enough. Dodge. Ooh, okay. This is getting pretty close here. Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, but that was so much fun while it lasted. That was a lot of good plays there as Samson, in spite of not necessarily getting the best upgrades you possibly could. The post-Isaac stretch makes a return. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope the audio sounds good. And again, thanks for watching. Continue testing your challenge runs. I will continue to do those in the future, I assure you. Just kind of a practice test run with this mic today. But again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.